Hey guys, welcome to Maximum Zen Yoga. We'll begin our practice today in Supta Baddha Konasana. Laying down flat on your back, bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall to either sides of the room. Bring both hands to your heart. Close your eyes. And begin to allow the breath to be full and steady. Allowing any thoughts to melt away. Bringing all of your attention into the present moment. And taking this opportunity to set an intention for today's practice. On your next inhale, reach the arms straight up overhead. Bring the knees together. Exhale, release the arms. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee and start to twist over to the left, bringing the right sole of the foot all the way to the floor, keeping both the shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Maybe even bringing your gaze over to the right shoulder. And come back to center. Switching over to the other side, bring your left ankle on top of the right knee and start to twist over to the right, bringing the sole of the left foot all the way down onto the floor. And you could bring your gaze over to the left shoulder if that's comfortable on the neck. Come back to center. And hug both knees into the chest, gently rocking forward and back, and then rocking side to side. And rolling up using your core muscles, come to balance on the sit bones, coming into boat pose. So releasing the arms forward. Keep the legs bent, using your core to balance on your sit bones. Try to keep the back nice and straight, spine is long, back of the neck is long. Keep using your core, squeezing your abs. And we'll cross the legs in front and roll forward. Stepping back into high plank. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, drop the knees and lower down. Start to lift the heart using the upper back muscles. Come into baby cobra and exhale to lower. Inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Use all those little muscles on the upper spine. Exhale, lower down. And then pushing all the way back up to high plank. Lift the hips, move into downward facing dog. Find that upside down V shape. Inhale and exhale. Use this opportunity to come back to presence. Come back to the intention you set at the beginning of class. Inhaling. And exhale, look forward, step to the top of the mat and fold forward. Allow the torso to hang heavy and then slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time all the way to standing. Inhale, float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back into high plank. Engage the core as you lower down through chaturanga. lifting up into upward facing dog, and exhale, move into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left toes towards the sky, bend your left knee, and start to stack the left hip on top of the right hip. Keep pressing down equally through both hands. Feel the beautiful opening in the side body. And then slowly release your left foot to the mat. We'll switch sides, lifting the right toes to the sky, bend the right knee, and start to stack your right hip on top of the left. Keep pressing down equally through both hands. And feel the beautiful opening down the right side of the body and into the right hip. Come back to center. Release your right foot to the mat. Look forward, step to the top of the mat. Bend the knees and inhale, float the arms to the sky. Squeeze the thighs together, sit down and back into chair pose. As you exhale, bring your hands down and back, palms facing back. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale, sweep the arms back, palms facing down. Inhale, sweep them forward, chair pose. Exhale, sweep them down and back. Inhale, reach forward, standing up nice and tall, and swan dive forward into forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into high plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Lift the heart, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, move into downward facing dog. Take a full deep inhale and exhale in your downward facing dog. And spread the fingertips wide. On your next inhale, reach the left toes towards the sky. Use core strength to step your left foot forward between the hands. Inhale to lift the arms towards the sky, moving into crescent lunge. We'll bring the hands down behind the low back, interlace the fingers, and lift the heart towards the sky. And start to fold the torso forward, bringing your heart down towards the earth and lifting the arms towards the sky. Feeling a stretch in the pectoralis and the chest area. Keep pressing down equally through both feet, using core strength to keep you stable. Keep breathing, inhale and exhale. Beautiful, slowly come back up to center. And then straightening out the left leg, shift both feet so they're parallel to the edges of the mat. Start to hinge forward, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands away from your low back and allow space to be created in the shoulders, down the backs of the legs. To make this posture a little bit easier, you can try widening your stance if you need to. Continue to breathe into the back body, into the shoulders. Reach the crown of the head towards the earth. And slowly come all the way back to center. Rotate the left toes forward and find your lunge, moving into Warrior Two posture. Bring the arms to shoulder height, opening up the torso. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together and bring the gaze over the left fingertips. Gently tuck the tailbone. Find your Warrior Two posture. Feel the strength in this pose. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands down and interlace your fingers behind the low back, pressing your hands towards the earth as you lift your heart and gaze towards the sky, opening up the chest. Come back to Warrior Two. We'll reverse our warrior, reach the right hand towards the sky, reaching up and back, getting a beautiful side body stretch. Move back to Warrior Two. And then rotating your torso forward, bring the palms over the left foot. Move into crescent lunge posture. Lifting the right heel high, lift the arms towards the sky. Drop the palms and step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bring hands down through heart center. We'll move into standing pigeon. So bringing the right ankle on top of the left thigh or the left knee. Bring hands to heart center and start to hinge forward at the hips. Feeling a beautiful stretch down the right glute. You can bend into the left knee as much as you need to. Find your balance. Keep pressing your right knee towards the earth. Feel the beautiful opening in the hip. Inhale and exhale as you release. If it feels good, you can hug your knee into your chest. And then step the right foot back. We're moving into our Warrior One posture. Lunging into the left knee. Reaching arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows, open up the heart. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale to bend the elbows, open up the heart towards the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bending the elbows, open up the heart. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, plant the palms to the mat, step back into high plank. Lowering down through chaturanga, lift your heart into upward facing dog. And exhale as you move into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Ground down through the palms. And as you inhale, lift your left toes towards the sky. Use your core strength to step the left foot in between the hands. And then lifting the arms up towards the sky, moving into crescent lunge. Bring the hands down behind the low back, interlace the fingers, pressing your palms towards the earth as you lift your heart towards the sky. Start to hinge forward. Bring your torso down towards the earth, and then lifting the arms towards the sky. Use your core strength here to keep you nice and stable, pressing down through both feet. Back leg is strong. Lifting your arms as high as you can towards the sky. And come back to center. And keep the hands interlaced. We're going to shift both feet so they're parallel to the short edges of the mat. And start to hinge forward, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Toes can be slightly pigeon-toed to protect the knees. Start to bring your hands away from the low back, lifting the tailbone towards the sky, bending the knees if you need to. Reaching the crown of the head towards the earth. Feel the space created down the back of the legs and into the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming back up to center. And then rotating the right toes forward, find your lunge into the right knee, coming into Warrior Two posture. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together and release the arms to shoulder height as you bring the gaze over the right fingertips. Connecting to the breath. Feel the strength in this posture. Keep breathing. Bring the hands down behind the low back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the palms towards the earth as you lift your heart towards the sky, opening up the heart. And release to Warrior Two, releasing the arms. Let's reverse our warrior, reach your right hand towards the sky as you bring your left hand down behind your low back or down the back leg. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. And then rotating forward, bring the palms over the right foot. Moving into our crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Use your core strength. As you exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bending the elbows, reach your heart towards the sky. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Bend the knees as you inhale, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. We'll move into our standing pigeon on the left side, so bringing the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Find your balance as you sit down and back, hinging at the hips. Start to hinge forward. Keep the left foot flexed to protect the knee joint. And gently pressing the left knee towards the earth. Keep hinging the torso forward and feel the space created down the left glute and into the hip. Continue to breathe here, inhaling and exhale as you stand all the way back up to center. Release the left foot to the mat. Release the palms to the mat and stepping back 1 foot at a time, come into high plank. Slowly lowering down through chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog and exhale into downward facing dog. Take a full deep inhale and exhale, releasing the torso towards the earth. Lift the tailbone towards the sky. On your next inhale, round through the spine and come into high plank. As you exhale, lifting up into downward facing dog. Inhale, round through the spine, high plank. Exhale, round through the spine, downward facing dog. Inhale, round through the spine, come forward, high plank. And exhale as you lower down through chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. And as you exhale, drop the knees, send the hips back into child's pose. Pause here for a moment. And then on your next inhale, come forward and lift the heart into upward facing dog. As you exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, come forward, upward facing dog. Lift the thighs away from the mat, opening up the heart. Exhale, send the hips all the way back into child's pose. And pause for a moment in child's pose. And then when you're ready, coming up onto the knees, bring the hands down onto the low back, squeeze the glutes, send the hips forward and lift your heart towards the sky. Squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows together as you reach your heart up and back. If it's available to you, you can bring your hands down to your heels, otherwise keeping the hands onto the low back. Keep squeezing the glutes, sending the hips forward, lifting the heart towards the sky, opening up the whole front of the body. To come out of this pose, bringing the hands one at a time onto the low back. Release the sit bones down onto the heels. Create a seat between the heels. And start to walk your hands backwards, lean the torso back. Keep pressing the knees into the mat, getting a beautiful stretch into the quads. If it's available to you, you can come down onto your elbows or maybe even laying flat on the floor, as long as the knees stay pressed into the mat. And to come out of the pose, walking back to center, one hand at a time. We'll counter this posture with a forward folding child's pose. Release the forehead onto the mat. And you can stay in child's pose, or when you're ready, make your way into downward facing dog. Take this opportunity to feel the movement of the breath. Your next inhale, come forward, drop the knees, and we'll extend both legs out in front. Inhale as you reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, coming into a seated forward fold. You can take a bend in the knees if you need to, releasing any tension in the low back. Start to bring the belly towards the thighs. Folding forward, inhaling, find length through the spine. And exhale, release further, closer to the earth. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Coming back to the intention we set at the beginning of practice. And slowly rolling one vertebrae up at a time. And then laying down all the way onto your back, extending both the legs, rolling one shoulder blade back at a time. Turn the palms to face up if that's comfortable for you. Coming into our final posture of this practice, our Shavasana. Closing the eyes, releasing any tension that's left in the body. Surrendering into this posture. Relaxing the toes and the knees, softening the thighs and the hips, relaxing the fingers, the shoulders, softening the cheeks, letting go of any tension in the jaw, allowing the forehead to be completely relaxed. Embracing the stillness of this moment. Giving yourself permission to be completely relaxed and completely still in this moment. Whenever the mind wanders, gently bringing it back to the present moment. When you feel ready to bring movement into the body, start by gently wiggling fingers and toes. Then we'll roll over to one side, pausing in the fetal position. Slowly start to make your way into a comfortable seat. We'll close our practice today. Bring hands to heart center and take this opportunity to bring all of your attention back to the intention you set at the beginning of practice. I would love to thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.